Okay, I'm going for a run rather than a bike ride today because the weather is so lousy, and I'm going to run what is affectionately known as the Switzer Run. Our family has named it after Catherine Switzer, the Boston marathon runner who lives nearby. So here we go. Oh my gosh, it's only a couple of degrees. So the first part is running through the Brooklyn shops and then up towards the wind turbine. Well, we have a very brisk southerly blowing in from Antarctica. And this is about the purest, cleanest air you get on the planet. And as you might have noticed just a few moments ago, someone walking out here wearing a mask. I can't understand it. Maybe it's a virus blown in from a penguin in Antarctica. Who knows? Or maybe it's just brainwashing. Anyway, the mask he's wearing, I hope he's changing it regularly, washing it and sterilising it. Otherwise, guess what he's doing? He's recycling bugs which should be breathed out and not re-inhaled. Anyway, I'll keep on with my run. Stairs are always a good challenge. There's no easy way to run upstairs. Well, the old wind turbine to the left is spinning crazily today. In my haste to get out, I forgot my gloves. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Oh, good to get out of that cold southerly blast. I'm now running along Highbury Fling. The bridge that Chris built. Oh, motorbikers coming. Come on through.
Thank you.
You're keen?
Yes,
good on you. 20, 30 years ago, I used to force run my children over here, no matter the weather, over these sorts of trails. These trails didn't exist like this back then, but we used to do that. I don't think they really liked it at the time, but I'm sure they don't regret it 1 minute now looking back. on how it toughened them up for survival in this world. And if I did it today, I'd probably get arrested and jailed and have my children taken off me. But this is what free range living is all about, even when you live in a city. Mind you, I must say Wellington is a very special city for connecting with Mother Nature. I'm in the central city here, and look at this. Amazing, eh? Now that I'm comfortably into my 70s, I make a point of doing some kind of exercise, preferably outdoors every single day. But I do listen to my body. There are days when I know that the best thing I could do is do nothing, rest up, recuperate, and then start again the following 1 or 2 days, usually the following day. My recovery these days is absolutely wonderful. Usually I can work out hard every day and do well. I think one rule of thumb as we get older is don't let your fitness slip. You can let it slip a little bit, but not too much, because with every passing year, especially once you're in your 60s and 70s, if you lose it, it is so much harder to get back, to gain it back. So I've been working on the basis of don't lose it in the first place, and it's a rule that has served me incredibly well. So right now my fitness would be on a par with where I was in a very fit 30 or so years of age, which to me is actually quite gobsmacking. So just coming out of Highbury now, having completed the Highbury fling, stage 1 of our Switzer Run. And this is George Denton Park, named after, of course, George Denton. And this is where I'll often come and practice some of my tumbling skills to prepare myself for falling off my bicycle. Oh, there. More trails. So I'm making my way down a track called Clinical, which takes us down to I think it's Holloway Road, one of the oldest streets in Wellington. This was named Clinical after the marathon clinic and a group of runners, a runners movement, and they acted as volunteers to help build this track. Our family have also helped build some of these trails and do some of the replantings of native forest. It's really satisfying and amazing to see all of this regenerating and all the bird life coming back to the central city. So it's quite sheltered under here, keeping quite warm despite the very low temperatures. Just one thing, as we get older, there is a tendency amongst the elderly to inadvertently move towards nutrient poor food. This is the so-called heart healthy foods, which means cutting out foods like eggs, red meat, full cream dairy, cheese, yogurt, that kind of stuff, and inadvertently replacing it with heart healthy vegetarian foods, so-called. And by default these tend to be high carbohydrate, low protein, low in essential fats, fat-soluble vitamins. Those are vitamins A, D, E and K, critical for everyone, including the elderly. And always bear in mind that these so-called heart-healthy foods are far from that. They also, apart from driving the elderly into a state of malnutrition, they also drive things like constipation. Adding more fibre to an already constipated gut is a bad idea. But that's the medical and nutrition advice that is given, which is so far from wrong. Oh, sorry, so far from being right. So, as we get older, my message is this: increase the nutrient density of your foods. Don't decrease it by mistake by following health advice which is patently wrong. When I was in my mid-40s through to early 50s, I was having heart problems and problems with an arthritic knee, and my running days were well and truly over. I could barely even do a brisk walk, and the worse I felt, the more I doubled down on the heart healthy advice. So I cut the salt big time, cut the butter, went fat-free milk, cut the eggs down to 1 or 2 a week, more white meat, fish, and a lot less red meat. And the worse I got, well, I certainly didn't get any better, and I kept saying to myself, Gary, just as well you started doing that now, the salt-free, low cholesterol diet and so on. Just imagine what you'd be like if you kept eating all of those artery clogging, arthritis, pro-inflammatory, gut infesting foods. Well, from about 55 I steadily started doing the opposite, increasing my eggs, my meat, my full cream dairy, getting rid of the cholesterol, low cholesterol foods. And here I am in my 70s. I don't need any doctor or any Harvard study to tell me I'm wrong. And you can judge for yourself who's right and who's wrong, eh? I'd say if I'd stuck to to my own nutrition and health advice, which I was dishing out to patients, I'd say I'd be in a Zimmer frame right now. I certainly wouldn't be doing this. Isn't this amazing, eh? To be able to get out and do this. Look at this. Eh? Oh, bit of a break in the weather, which is lovely. So that's the end of clinical, and now we're out on Holloway Road, one of the older bits of settlement in Wellington City. We're very much in the central city for those who don't live in Wellington. You can probably hear the native parrots, the mascot of the Free Rangers movement that I'll be launching shortly. Wild, free, cheeky, but still very social creatures. True Free Rangers. This is Zarrow Valley. Not many people out today. I wonder why. The cycleway that is seldom used. If I was the owner of any of these properties here, I would not like the cycleway because they've taken away all of their on-street parking. Make it very difficult for delivering things like groceries, housewares, babies, pushchairs, that kind of thing. But it's good for running. Hi there. So this is a very good example of how to kill a city. Just make it difficult to get around by removing all the car parking. Cycling is never going to be a replacement for motor vehicles in Wellington City. Wellington will never be the Amsterdam of the South. Can't believe it, I passed another young person wearing a mask. What's in this polar air? Well, my legs are tired today. I've been training hard every day on the bicycle. So this is more of a shuffle than a stride at the moment, but the lung and heart fitness is going very well, despite the tired legs. Here we go, into Central Park now. So now entered Central Park, and we start the big climb up to Brooklyn and home. Well, I'm very pleased with how I'm running, despite the legs being sluggish from all the cycle training I've been doing lately. I have got plans at some stage to shift back the emphasis to running to regain my running legs, which I don't really have at the moment. I'm confident I could do some world-class running times, but it would require several months of dedication to running, whereas at the moment, right now, cycling's the priority. But I will see. Maybe this summer we'll switch back to running and see what happens. I've definitely got the lungs for it. Just need those legs. So here we go, and there's the High Commission of Malaysia directly in front, and Washington Avenue, which we're going to run up. But I'm going up here just a little bit because this is a blind corner and I have to cross. Here we go. Oh, and the weather's closing in, so good timing. So almost at the top. It's quite hard work. I'm running directly into a strong and very bitterly cold southerly wind. Oh. Makes that hill feel a lot steeper. Here we are, home. Oh, that was good. Well, I don't know how long that was, and anyway, who cares? It's probably an hour, hour 20, something like that, hour and a half, who knows? No idea of the distance. All I know is that was a good run. That was the Switzer Run, named after our friend, my sister Lorraine's dear friend, Catherine Switzer. So, over and out, folks. Until next time, yickety yick, that's all.